And big boost when it comes to India's nuclear forces. A third homegrown ends the nuclear submarine that is going to be commissioned in April-May. Well, this is INS Aridhaman, soon in nuclear service. Do remember NDTV broke this news back in 2025 and that has been proven correct. It was first Arihant, then Arighat and now followed by Aridhaman. So this is the third, in fact, nuclear submarine. INS Aridhaman will be joining INS Arihant and IRAS. This is the INS Arighat, which were commissioned back in 2016 and 2024 respectively. My colleague Shiv joins us with the latest.
India's nuclear command is all set to receive its third nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarine named INS Aridhaman in somewhere in the April-May time this year. It might slip by a few weeks, but April-May, we are told by our sources, is the time when this 7,000-ton fully homegrown nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarine will be entering service. Remember, it is going to be operated obviously by the Indian Navy, but is deployed under the Strategic Forces Command, which is India's nuclear command, basically administers all of India's nuclear delivery platforms. Now, the INS Aridhaman is an Arihant class submarine, like its two sister ships which were commissioned before it. The INS Arihant, which is the lead submarine of its class, which was commissioned back in 2016. Then there was the INS Arighat, which was commissioned a couple of years ago. Now you've got the INS Aridhaman. There will be another one just like it that will come a few years from now. Now these are submarines that have been improved with each specimen that has entered service. The INS Arihant was like the baseline version. It has been significantly improved since then. The INS Aridhaman, which enters service in a few weeks from now, is said to be significantly more advanced in terms of some of its systems, even though the baseline nuclear reactor, the weapon systems, etc. Are the same, but there will be a higher capability in terms of the number of weapons that can be carried, etc. Now, nuclear submarines are obviously very, very secretive projects, but we are allowed to report some details about these sensitive programs, and this particular one, the Arihant class of submarines, are an incredible partnership between the government and the private sector. Larsen & Toubro, L&T, one of India's foremost private sector giants, is actually the company that fabricates the hulls of these submarines in Hazira in Gujarat. From there, these hulls are taken to something called the Shipbuilding Center in Visakhapatnam. That's the city that houses the Indian Navy's Eastern Naval Command headquarters as well, and it is the submarine capital of the country. And that's where these boats, these submarines are then fabricated, they're tested, they go out for sea trials. The INS Aridhaman has been on sea trials for the better part of a year actually, and now will join the first two submarines on deterrent patrol, as it is called. Now these are submarines that are, like I said, like their name suggests, nuclear powered, but they're built not for speed but for stealth. They're able to lurk, with nearly limitless endurance thanks to their nuclear reactors. They don't need to surface, therefore they're able to stay stealthy and not vulnerable once they come to the surface like conventional diesel-electric submarines. And these are unlike fighters. These are more analogous to bombers. These are submarines that move slowly but use their stealth as a kind of last resort to unleash nuclear weapons, which of course completely changes the nature of warfare if it ever comes to that. But these are meant basically for deterrent. The entire idea of operating submarines carrying weapons of mass destruction like the INS Aridhaman and the two sister ships is in the hope that you never need to use them, because once you need to use nuclear weapons, it means things have already gone way past the line that should not be crossed, and therefore India's nuclear deterrent arsenal, and that word is very important, is going to be significantly boosted by the addition of this particular submarine, INS Aridhaman.